After 2 decades of neglect, Jigawa communities get access road. Drunk driver plows into soldiers, kills 4 in Lagos. Police foils terrorist plot in Kano. On the foreign scene, Egypt demands full Israeli withdrawal from southern Lebanon in Middle East conflict. Good evening and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Chiamaka Humafo. Thank you for joining us. Thousands of residents in Jigawa, Sedda, Tolkruz site, Shaiskowa and Gudia Mieti areas of Dutse metropolis, Jigawa state, are celebrating the construction of a new access road. The current administration has allocated over 300 billion naira for the construction in 2024, with the state capital receiving about 15 kilometers of township road. One of the roads under construction is in Jigawa Telsta ward, where residents had advocated for an access road for over 25 years due to its dilapidated state. Trust TV's correspondent Ali Rabiu Ali reports.
Motorists had avoided the road due to its poor condition, especially during the rainy season, when downpours would flood the area and divert water to nearby houses. The road serves over 40 villages, mostly agrarian communities that farm crops like sorghum, millet, groundnut, and beans. The construction of the road has started to revive economic activities in the area, with people from neighboring communities visiting the area, which is transforming into a semi-urban hub. Jigawa's Ada ward is one of the 11 wards in Dutse local government, contributing significantly to the state education, politics, and economy. Mubarak Biliaminu, a resident of the area for nearly 15 years, shared his experience navigating the dilapidated road. He applauded the state governor Malam Umar Namadi for initiating the road project, which will bring numerous benefits, including improved security and socio-economic development.
Something like this was unprecedented. It was something that we thought is far away from the people, because you hear about governments coming into power after every election cycle, but you can't feel the direct impact. But as you can see, this is a road that means a lot to the people in this neighborhood. It serves as a connect within the Dutse metropolis, and it has been in a dilapidated state for a very long time.
Rabi Ushehu, another resident, expressed gratitude to the governor, saying the new road has ended their suffering. He recalled how they would frequently visit mechanic villages to repair their vehicles and how commercial motorcycle riders would avoid the area due to the bad road conditions.
We are among those who benefit with roads. People who have suffered a lot on this road. We can even break we are always on our road to mechanic blood to repair our car. If you follow this road before, like 2 to 3 days or within a week, you must go to mechanic blood and they repair your car. But now we are successfully getting a road that they can look to Jigawa's Ada.
Councillor Abubakar Jodi of Jigawa's Ada ward thanked Allah and the state governors for their commitments to the road project. He noted that the road has facilitated business activities and improved the lives of residents.
My
name is Honorable Abubakar Said Jodi, representing Jigawa's Ada ward. We thank Allah and the state governor for his commitment toward bringing this road project to our community. The road has facilitated business activities and improved the lives of residents.
Muhammad
Daya, whose house is adjacent to the new road, expressed his gratitude to the governor, saying the road has alleviated their suffering during the rainy season.
For this road, if I remember, almost 10 years we are suffering from this area because of the rainy season. We don't have any road to pass. Most of the people, they are going here when raining season come. So you see, we are looking for way out because of this bad road. But now we have clean roads.
An Okada rider from Birnin Kudu, Naziru Ibrahim, who plies his trade in the area, shared his surprise at seeing the new road. He had previously avoided the area due to the poor road conditions and low pay.
My name is Naziru Ibrahim. I'm an Okada man from Birnin Kudu. When I carry a lady to Takur side, I surprised at seeing the new road. Previously, I avoided the area because of the poor road conditions and low pay.
Engineer Alfred, the contractor handling the project, said they are working on a 15-kilometer road network in the state capital. He assured that the project would be completed within the stipulated 12-month period.
We are working on the construction of state capital road networks of 15 kilometers in Dutse. We are now at Takur site section. We reached the stage of laying asphalt wearing course. The completion period of our project is 12 months.
The 15-kilometer road connection includes the Fogoji Garu Dwellavation Kiawa Road linking to Ibrahim Aliyu Bypass, Hakimi Strait, and the Sina link to Takur Adwa Road, among others. From Jigawa, Ali Rabiu Ali.
A suspected drunk driver rammed into a group of soldiers during training near Myong Barracks, Lagos, leaving 4 dead and 32 injured. Eyewitnesses described a chaotic scene with 2 internet fraud suspects caught and beaten by enraged soldiers while one escaped. The military authorities have since launched an investigation into the incident, vowing to ensure justice is served. Security has also been heightened around the barracks to prevent further unrest. Meanwhile, the Lagos State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of the 2 suspects, stating that they will face legal consequences if found guilty of reckless driving and manslaughter. Here in the FCT, the Police Command, alongside other security agencies, has launched Operation Sweep to combat vandalism and theft of public infrastructure. Under this initiative, multiple Panteka markets were raided, resulting in the recovery of stolen items, including manhole covers, electric transformer parts, and copper wires, as part of efforts to curb the illegal sale of critical infrastructure.
Upon recovery, the Abuja Electric Distribution Company, AEDC, officials were invited to identify some of the items. They confirmed that the recovered cables and electric components were vandalized from multiple electric stations across the FCT. As a direct consequence, this act of vandalism, several areas including Dawaki, Impape, Nyanya, Karu, and surrounding communities have been plunged into total darkness. The estimated value of all recovered items, including all the metals and wires, are over ₦1 billion. The Abuja Market Management Limited, under the directives of the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, has mandated all Panteka market operators to report for profiling and registration as follows. Number 2, Judah Street, Wuse Zone 6, Abuja. Date, Wednesday, Friday 5th at 3:00 p.m. The public is reminded that scavengers remain strictly banned within the Federal Capital Territory. Residents are urged to consider public infrastructures as collective property and to remain vigilant always. Any attempt at vandalism, theft, or suspicious goods should be promptly reported to the NSCDC, the nearest police station, and other security operatives.
On political matters, the PDP Governors Forum has voiced strong support for the Court of Appeal ruling, affirming Okoye as the party's national secretary, urging the NWC to implement it promptly. This came after their first meeting of 2025, where they reaffirmed their commitment to party discipline and legal processes. The governors also called for a rescheduling of the party's next meeting to March 13, 2025, while addressing macroeconomic concerns and the hardship faced by Nigerians due to federal policies. Chairman of the PDP Governors Forum and Governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, briefs journalists after the closed-door meeting.
The PDP Governors Forum held its 2025 first monthly meeting today, Friday, January 31st, 2025 in Asaba, the capital of Delta State, and arising therefrom resolved to issue the following communique. 1. The forum employed the occasion to review the performance of member states in particular and the state of the nation in general, as well as developments in the party as at the end of 2024, and noting the monumental socio-economic, security, infrastructure, and other challenges that confronted the nation during the period. The meeting commended governors of member states for pursuing policies and programs that not only ameliorated the plight of the people, but were aimed at creating the foundation for sustainable development in their various states. The forum noted with delight the ongoing efforts at resolving the crisis in the National Working Committee, NWC, on the position of the National Secretary, and has reaffirmed its support for the subsisting court judgment on the matter. Consequently, the forum advised the NWC to set up the machinery for the effective implementation of the Federal High Court judgment.
The Benue State government has reportedly shut down Joy FM 96.5 Otukbo, a radio station owned by former Senate President David Mark, in a forceful operation on Thursday around 1 p.m. Two trucks of armed policemen led by Benue Internal Revenue Service Chairman Sunday Odagba and Ikwe of the State Ministry of Commerce and Industry stormed the station. Staff members were allegedly manhandled, and broadcaster Oloche Adeyi was forced at gunpoint to stop reading the 1 p.m. news. Joy FM's managing director, Ambassador Christabel Inyanya, condemned the invasion. Authorities claimed the shutdown was due to an outstanding 150,000 naira business premises fee.
I'm a journalist. We are journalists. We are media. What's the problem, sir?
Over in Bauchi State, education experts have called on the government to commit more resources towards improving digital learning in public schools. Their appeal comes as part of efforts to complement the state's e-learning passport initiative. The experts made the call after assessing selected primary schools under the Digital Education for Adolescents program in Toro local government area. Trust TV's Adamo Imam reports.
Technology is transforming education worldwide, and experts say Nigeria must not be left behind. They stress that digital learning provides an alternative pathway for millions of out-of-school children affected by emergencies and prolonged crises. A 2021 multiple indicator cluster survey by United Nations Children's Fund UNICEF revealed that 222 million children globally face educational disruptions, making digital learning a critical solution.
We are doing, there are some challenges. As you can see, we visited the school with you and we identified some gaps. And some of the gaps that we have identified is the issue of the availability of tablets. Our school, we have distributed 22 tablets, and these 22 tablets are not enough to cover all the learners. And it is expected that each learner should have access to the Nigerian learning passport, but the 22 tablets are not enough. That is why we are appealing for the government of Bauchi State to procure more tablets so that the tablet will be distributed to the school to cover more learners.
Despite its potential, many Nigerian adolescents still struggle with access to digital education.
Some of the teachers, they don't even have a handset to close off operating smartphone or accessing that application. But now with this initiative, with the training, almost most of all the schools that we are equipped with these materials, they can access, operate, and teach some of the students. Like for example, in most of the schools, the system that we did is we advise them to do, let's say 2020. 2020 is that 20 teachers will handle the laptop tablet with them, and every teacher will train 20 students.
About 78% of adolescents lack access to digital skills, and with 53% of Nigerian youth unemployed, digital literacy is more important than ever. Experts argue that strengthening digital education will not only enhance learning, but also improve job prospects for young Nigerians.
Digital, it implies that a new advantage that is coming under the banner of technology, and in such a way that this is coming with a lot of challenges, definitely, but we have no option because it is an era and it is the time, and Nigeria has to reap of it. Both State has to reap of that. We cannot operate in isolation. We must key into that initiative so that we can give that opportunity to our young ones, our children, so that they can begin to develop their line of thinking.
They are urging the Bauchi state government to take immediate action to expand digital infrastructure, ensuring that public schools benefit from the full potentials of e-learning. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
You're still tuned on to Trust TV's news update. Still to come. The Africa Star apple, a seasonal delight, faces market challenges. More when we return. Please to stay with us. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. A recap of our top stories. After 2 decades of neglect, Jigawa communities get access road. We also informed you that drunk driver plows into soldiers Skills 4 in Lagos. For more stories. In many parts of Nigeria, funerals are more than just farewell ceremonies. They are status symbols used to measure the success of the deceased's children. Families often go to great lengths, sometimes beyond their means, to host elaborate funeral parties to avoid social embarrassment. But as economic realities bite harder, many Nigerians are rethinking this long-standing tradition. Trust TV's Hamido Yewade reports from Osogbo.
For decades, funerals in Nigeria have been grand affairs featuring feasts, music, and large gatherings. The size of the ceremony often reflects the social standing of the deceased and their family. But today, financial struggles are forcing families to scale back. Many now opt for modest ceremonies, focusing on the essentials rather than lavish entertainment. Funeral tradition varies widely across Nigeria, influenced by ethnicity, religion, and financial capacity. Muslims typically bury their dead immediately and hold prayers on the 3rd or 8th day, sometimes with small gathering. Christians, on the other hand, often delay burial to allow ample time for elaborate funeral planning.
For example, in those days, as Christians, we may use our whole week for the celebration of life of the dead one. But today, things are changing. We now embark on wake-up, the following day, funeral service, and in most cases, people don't now organize reception for funeral ceremonies. They will just give whatsoever they can afford to their loved ones that has come to grace that occasion. So ordinarily, the situation in town is teaching people to know what to do.
Religious leaders are also urging moderation, emphasizing that honoring the dead does not have to mean financial strain.
So as far as Islam is concerned, it is not wrong for you to pray for your deceased person or to give us charity, but to now gather people to start celebrating it is amounting to wastefulness, and it's amounting to doing what Allah the Almighty and Rasulullah has warned us against. So it is important we appreciate the fact that those people that are clamoring for non-celebration when you lose your loved one are not being stingy.
For many, like Osun resident Owen Ogbemudia, economic hardship has reshaped their perspective on funerals.
Some families that are rich, they want to show their wealth. I think you are doing it not for the man that died or the fellow that died. I think they are doing show up to the people, to the town, to their friends, and to many that to know that they have wealth. That is what I'm saying today. But talking of Nigeria today, because of the economic situation, I think he has taught many a lesson.
As the cost of living rises, many Nigerians are learning to honor their loved ones without breaking the bank, choosing modesty over extravagance. Amid Oyegbade, Trust TV News, Oshogbo.
The Naira rose to 1,493 Naira, the official foreign exchange market on Thursday. According to data published by the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, the exchange rate for the Nigerian foreign exchange market, NAFEM, fell to 1,493 Naira per dollar from 1,506 Naira per dollar on Wednesday, indicating 13 Naira appreciation for the Naira. The official exchange rate once reached the 1,400 Naira per dollar threshold in January and May of 2024. The official exchange rate has been on an appreciating trend following the launch of the CBN foreign exchange code this week. On the other hand, the Naira appreciated to 1,620 Naira in the parallel market from 1,630 Naira per dollar on Wednesday. Consequently, the margin between the parallel market and NFEM rate widened to 127 Naira per dollar from 124 Naira per dollar on Wednesday. And foreign in Egypt's Foreign Minister Badri Abdelati has reaffirmed the country's stance on the necessity of a total and unconditional Israeli withdrawal from southern Lebanon, emphasizing that Lebanese sovereignty must remain intact. Speaking in Beirut on Friday, Abdelati stressed that displaced Lebanese citizens should be allowed to return home, condemning what he called the illegitimate and unjustifiable targeting of civilians attempting to resettle. Under a U.S. brokered ceasefire reached on November 27, Israeli forces were expected to withdraw, while Hezbollah was to relocate north of the Litani River by January 26. However, despite the Lebanese army and UN peacekeepers deployed in several villages, Israel still holds positions in more than a dozen locations. On Sunday, the United States and Lebanon announced an extension of the ceasefire deadline to February 18 to allow for full compliance.
We also spoke about the extreme importance of implementing UN Resolution 1701 with all its terms and provisions. And within the essence of this decision, and without any detraction, I confirmed to His Highness Lebanese President Joseph Aoun that Egypt is very keen on confirming the need for a full and complete Israeli withdrawal from southern Lebanon without taking away a single inch of Lebanese sovereignty and territory. We also spoke about Egypt fully welcoming the deployment of the National Lebanese Army in southern Lebanon.
A nurse has died from Ebola in the Ugandan capital Kampala, the health ministry said on Thursday. The victim was described as a 32-year-old male nurse, an employee of Mulago National Referral Hospital, who initially developed fever-like symptoms. He said no other healthcare worker or patient in the ward had presented with signs or symptoms of Ebola. Rapid response teams had been mobilized, the ministry said, and 44 contacts of the patients have so far been identified, all of whom would be vaccinated. On the sports, in 2017-2018 NPFL highest goal scorer and supporter goals of Nigeria striker Junior Lokosa has penned a 6-month deal with the 9-time Nigerian champions Eyimba Football Club The Coastal scored 20 goals in all competitions for Kano Pillars in 2017-2018 to earn a place in the Super Eagles of Nigeria squad. The former Simba SC and Esperance du Tunis left Sporting Lagos after his contract expired last month. He's expected to feature in their upcoming match this weekend. French Ligue 1 club Lille has reached an agreement with Ajax Amsterdam to sign Nigerian forward Chuba Akpom on loan. Akpom joined Ajax 2 years ago following a successful stint with Middlesbrough in the English Championship, but he has struggled to secure regular playing time at the Dutch club. Several clubs, including Sunderland, have shown interest in acquiring the Nigerian striker during this winter transfer window. Reports from France confirm that Lille has successfully secured Akpom on loan until the end of the season. If the deal goes through, Akpom will become the fourth Nigerian to represent Lille, following in the footsteps of Vincent Enyama, Osaze Odemwege, and Victor Osimhen. And that we come to the end of news updates at this hour. For more of our news, programs and documentaries, you want to follow us on our social media platforms and on our YouTube live stream. I am Chiamaka Mwafo. Thank you for joining us at this time. Good evening.